Nothing like drinking water to backwards audio. That's what he does. Me, I'm on a little Legends bourbon whiskey with some Coca-Cola. It's a yeah, come on her. That's what she is. That's what I'm drinking. It's a sponsor. Don't let the hat fool you. Never, ever wearing a hat. One Brandonicio. Look at that. You're the co-host, and I'm mentioning you first.
Take that, BB.
Hey, I was letting my boy get refreshment, okay? Okay, Brett, don't you worry, baby. I got you. Brett, my co-host, one Brett Barney, since day one, Evan glommed on because he saw something successful and wanted a piece.
I am here to ride coattails. I want to be very clear on that.
You were riding Steve Perry's coattails. You were riding the coattails I wore in 1984 to the prom with my girlfriend. That's the tails you're on. Know this. Boy, I'm a little just fired up. I did this podcast. I just left pasta and shrimp because y'all gave the green light and said, go, 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 go. So we're going. I am thinking, and I need a hear or a kiss my ass. Do we or do we not take this show up a notch? Do we have set segments like Finish Me Off? Do we actually do some green screen work? I'm seeing a few people take their podcast up a notch, and we are three people that have been in the business of communications, the business of radio. I think some of us even have a degree in it. Some of us went to college for 6 years and have no degree. Thoughts?
What can we do to zhuzh this podcast up? It's a good question.
I think there's fun effects. Do we make it a little more complicated, or is this a strain on those that are working behind the scenes like you two? Because I don't do anything but talk.
Yes, it would depend what those things are. Brett, do you have any immediate idea?
Yeah,
I mean, features, free things that I like, that would improve my experience at a place. Like when you go to Jason's Deli and they got free ice cream. What if our podcast had free ice cream, free soft serve?
Okay, I want you to shut the hell up for a minute.
No, you don't like that?
Brett? No, I don't like that because I'm not serving people ice cream.
No, it's a self-serve. They don't have a guy manning it. They trust you to do it.
Oh, really?
I think what we should do is go find if Opie and Anthony have a podcast and just rip every bit from the week prior, like one bit.
Well, then that now you're Larry Wax of the regular guys. That's already been done in Atlanta.
Just ripping bits?
Dude, everything we did on the regular guys on 96 Rock, which was, by the way, regardless of what radio station you've worked on, what you've listened to, bar none, hand to God, nobody was edgier, nastier, or more wrong than the regular guys in Atlanta. There has never been any show in the South that did what we did. It was a moment in time. Nobody comes close. The Morning X is a skid mark on my shorts. They didn't do a damn thing. No offense. One Evan Brandonicio. But no, the only reason those guys were popular is they had great music. The talent pool sucked. The only good people there were Jimmy Barron and one Axel. I give Steve Craig a 50-50. I give the rest of the morning show a big whopping 0. They had no talent. You heard it here. They just had connections. They had great music, and they were in the right place at the right time. Barron, though, has got a black book. He's a solid guy, a nice guy. He's an entertainer. He was in the movie The Sure Thing. He's been on this podcast. We love Jimmy Barron. We love Axel, and we will have Axel on the second his 6-month non-compete is over before he goes. I spelled it. I didn't say it.
That can't be. We're going to have to beep that, right?
Yeah, there's no way we can leave that in there.
Steve's used to.
No, I mean keep going, because we're just gonna take it out. But
Steve is used to dealing with his kids, where he's like, "Oh, I think we should get some DESSERT," or "I think it's time to put somebody down for an NAP." I think most, maybe not all, but most of our audience can spell.
Both the kids were running around today, honey. I think it's a good night for AANAALLA anal.
Yes, we haven't done that yet.
I just like in my mind, I see Steve sitting there spelling, and he's just questioning the next letter that keeps coming out.
Amanda uses it to get past Steve as well.
Dude, do you know the kids at the spelling bee where they can flip the numbers around and they write on the back the spelling? Like Steve's sitting there thinking, he's like, huh? All right, tacos. T.
It's an A, right?
Then the A, then C. Use it in a sentence.
Or is it Tico? Isn't there a dude in the band Bon Jovi called Tico? I don't know. How do you spell that? No, I'm not a smart man. I was very smart when I was going to school. Had I gone straight into college, which I should have, I think I'd have done okay. I was a B average student. I made honor roll the first 2 years. Then I got a personality and I raised hell. And then, but I never failed a class. I got that going for me.
Oh,
you know,
can't relate.
All right. Well, there you go.
Loser. Never failed a class either.
All right. So what I just said, where Axel's going, we got to bleep it. Fine.
Yeah, that already been bleeped.
All right, yep. Bleep it. But I'm just going to tell you
Do
right now.
You want to say anything else while I'm here with the bleep button?
Yes, because I am intense. Right now, you would think I've gone to IR med centers and gotten myself a little testosterone shot. I haven't. I have testosterone. I'm drinking my bourbon, feeling proud in the basement with my two amigos, which aren't in my basement. We should be in the same spot. That's another thing we got to work on.
You got to invite us over, man.
All right. Well, whether you come here or go or we meet at a location, I've got the old location wide open. There's like nothing going on there now. I run that place. I love you, Ted. I'm just kidding. Oxygen Financial in Alpharetta. That is the home of My Fox FM. Yeah, come on in the morning. Listen to it and don't ask me what station it's on. 1021 is firm as me. It is firm. You can hear it anywhere inside 285. Other than that, download the app. If you don't have Bluetooth, I'm sorry. Okay. If you're driving in the average age of a vehicle, which I've learned is 2012, and you don't have the capability, you can listen on speakerphone or whatever you want to do. But most of you download podcasts. Hopefully you're downloading the Yeah, Come On podcast. I'm not that fired up, but I'm just telling you that the edginess that we brought, I want to bring a degree of that to this podcast. There's just a question of how far do we go?
Good question.
Thoughts? I mean, do we do the Wolf Ball Bat challenge, what Opie and Anthony did and the regular guys did, and try Brett out first? I've done it. It'll be a rear entry, but we can see how far we could get.
You better bring a big bat.
Brett, what's the craziest thing you've done for radio? Steve, obviously we know very, very familiar with all of your escapades. But Brett, what about you? What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Yeah. Let's hear about the shows y'all have been a part of.
If we're talking raunchy, if that's the place we want to live in, right?
I don't say I want to live there. I'm a classy guy. It's a podcast.
No.
But my kids aren't listening, but people love it.
If that's a place we want to vacation occasionally on the show.
Let's just go there. You know, I'm not even a fan of dropping F-bombs just because we're on a podcast. You know, I don't say we have to do it as Steryl's radio, but I don't have to be nasty just to get it. Although I say it pretty cool when I say it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But I mean, you know, I don't have to.
Yeah.
That was cool, though. That was really cool.
That was a really cool one. Because you don't drop it that. It's not special when I say an F-bomb because I say one a few times a show. Because I'm filthy like that.
I just don't do it. But I don't want to be a cussing show. I feel like that's weak. It's too easy. Nor will I ever charge people. I just need to bring on more sponsors like I did with IR Med Centers to put more cheddar in your pockets.
Yes, sir.
Oh, cheddar in your pockets. Oh, damn. Look at Brett Barney licking his chops. He goes, ooh, beer money.
No,
Evan's I can buy a new costume for my cosplay.
I could. Look, Dragon Con is coming up. Do not think I do not need that.
Hey, Dragon Con, and that's another thing we don't have to get into it, but
we'll talk Dragon Con eventually.
Yeah, we will, but that is a wild, wild west. And you're right. You need a proper costume to represent.
Brett, I want you to come one day. Not Saturday. Don't come Saturday. Too many fuckos on Saturday.
Wait, I thought that would be the one day you'd want to go.
No, too many people. You want to come on like Friday or I mean, that's why it's.
So you want to go when it's dead?
No, it's not. It's never dead. It's always packed. There's always
never dead. Those people come and they stay for 3 and 4 days, man. It's never dead.
Sunday night's favorite.
It's Las Vegas in a costume.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a 5-day long Halloween party, basically. It's awesome.
And people tend to do things and go against their moral code because they're in costume.
Yep. Seen it happen. Done it.
You know, I wouldn't do this.
Oh, you've done it?
I'm not going to say what I've done in a stairwell, but we did end up dating for a while after that.
What was his name?
Her name. And I will respect your privacy.
Wait, are we discussing the actual person or the character? Like, who did you end up dating?
As a character?
This is a fair question because you just told me people, you know, they get in character and they start banging each other's brains out.
Yeah,
that's a fair question. This was an accident because she was a girl in my college communications class, and we're like, oh my god, well, meet up. I'm doing this cosplay. And it turns out she was doing the girl from, if you guys have seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World. If not, great movie.
I have. I can't believe I can say yes to that.
So she was the girl from that. So
all right, that's cool. I hooked up with Snuffleupagus, and I knew that the front was a dude, but he swore to me that the rear was a chick. I don't know though. Whatever happened. Brett, it's just, but I saw it and I was like, oh, Sesame Street, I'm hitting that.
Oh my God. That's the best of clip from the show. This is if you're watching this show, I hope you watch the rest of it, but you can this is the peak right here.
We just hit the mountaintop. I just put a flag in Mount effing yeah, come on. That's right. We have hit the peak of Mount Everest. Funny.
Yeah. Wait, so do I have to do this? Do I have to beat or one up Steve if I go to Nerdfest?
Yeah.
All right. So he hooked up with, again, your character from Scott Pilgrim Saves the World. Mine is Snuffleupagus. Who'd you jump, Brett?
Yeah, Brett, who are you going to hook up with?
I've never been to any of this stuff. This is not... Evan and I have this discussion, I feel like, every year that we've known each other. So it's been, like 10 years?
It's been like a decade of this. Everywhere. You're like, Evan, I want to go. I got buddies who go. And I'm like,
it is the first weekend of college football.
No, I get... But that makes it fun because, dude, there are people, my buddies, they'll get super drunk Friday night, go out till 4 a.m., wake up in their hotel room around like 1 or whatever, get baked out of their mind, watch college football, and then by the time the games are over, they're coming down and they go out again.
But then you miss the entire day because I'm not leaving that room till close to midnight.
If you're there till 5, well, they don't. Yeah, they usually just watch the UGA game.
Not Brett. He's got to see Alabama.
No, I see it.
Oh, roll, you effing Tide.
Well, you should come on Friday or Thursday, or even Sunday, and I'll show you around. I think this is you have to ask Messina, what character or franchise is your hall pass?
Oh,
not which person, what character? If you see him and if you're successful, hall pass character.
And don't say Princess Leia in the desert scene.
No, got to be more specific.
Got to be better than that.
It's got to be. That's too easy.
Yeah, that is easy. What else? What would be
Jessica Rabbit? Too easy.
Princess Diana.
Honestly, they're Dragon.
Only if it's in her landmine outfit.
God,
is that wrong?
Well, I don't want to be right if it is.
I'm in rare form. I blame
you are on fire, Mr. Southside.
No, I don't. I'm sitting here trying to think. I have no idea right here off the top
stew
of the head.
on it. By the time Dragon Con comes around, I think.
All right, stew on it. We got time. I got more updated stuff, so we're gonna let Dragon Con rest. First, I just want to taunt my neighbor across the street, Chris Porto, because he's a devout listener. He said he quit listening for a week because I considered myself to be a 9. And I'm like,
that was too high.
I guess it's too high. I'm like, dude,
or might be too low.
Maybe.
I know Chris personally. He might think that's too low. He might.
Where's Chris?
What is Chris?
Chris is my neighbor.
No, wait. What is he? Is he a 10?
No. Chris has got great skin, but Chris is like a 7.8.
Okay.
Can't wait for him.
Chris, I don't know you. I hope that's complimentary.
But his thriving personality makes him an 8. But he doesn't like touchy-feely. He's not a huggy guy. Doesn't like to get close to anybody.
That's okay.
That's my biggest criticism. But and he wears the same bathing suit a lot. Other than that, he's a great guy. But Brett knows him well. They partied together. So we'll get you together. We'll do a night over here and hang out, and I can watch Brett and Chris reminisce.
I'm into that.
Yep, but I just wanted to mention him because he listens to the podcast. He said he's back in. He said it just took a week here.
Just a recovery time.
What do you say? Was he like, "Come on, man, you're totally a 9.8"?
No.
Like
a 9.1.
He goes,
"It's not even realistic for you to think you're a 9 when you're way higher."
Thank you. He's an engineer. He's that type mindset. He's like my father-in-law, and he goes, "How would you even come up with that number? What makes you even think that you're a 9? I mean, how really? You think that much of yourself?" I go, "Hell yeah. You can't love others till you love you."
Amen.
And I've looked at it.
Isn't that what RuPaul says?
I don't know. No, I've been saying it for years. Do not give my saying to RuPaul.
Oh, I'm not. I think that's a RuPaul thing.
Yeah, maybe. I agree. RuPaul would tell you the same thing. I want to talk.
Probably also say, "Yeah, come on."
Different meaning. I tell everybody it's not sexual. Yeah, come on is a battle cry. RuPaul may use it differently. Let's talk about death in a house. I wanted to mention this before we mention our lovely sponsors. And stick around for our sponsors, damn it. They're the only reason we're eating, okay? It's the only reason we get to do what we do, all right? We need our sponsors, man. We do it for free. We're not douches that are charging you $4.59 or $5 a month. And that same douche is selling a split level for $850,000. You painted your doors blue. Your brick in the basement was stapled. It ain't worth that. Sorry, got to say it. Sorry, this is the meanness in me coming out. Brett, did you understand what I meant by that?
No, I'm totally missing this one.
Yeah,
somebody that lived in your neighborhood has a split level up for sale. And
okay, yes.
Good
A lot
Lord.
of people probably know who that is.
And by the way, that little awning over your hot tub is made for a car. You park a car under that if you live out in sticks. That's all I'm saying. I'll stop. Marie Presley, little Lisa Marie, God bless her. She died in her house, and it wasn't her house. She was renting her house, but she was renting to own. And, I don't know. It's kind of weird that she died in it, but she talked the homeowner into releasing it to her. And the house was going for about $4.5 million. And she was in on it. Calabasas, beautiful view. You look out. I've seen the house. It's really, really nice. But she died in it, and the house went on the market, and it sold for $4,679,000, a little higher than asking price. Would you buy a house, number one, that you knew somebody died in, or would you want to buy a house that you knew a celebrity died in? I mean, Lisa Marie.
Oh, celebrity for sure. Well, it depends on the celebrity.
Yep. No, you want like a Pee Wee Herman.
What? Hey, whoa, Brett, you just drilled into something. If Pee Wee died in the Pee Wee's Playhouse,
that's the end all be all of houses.
Are you kidding me? I get a breakfast machine. I get Mr. T cereal. Cherry is there. I assume still alive. I don't know. Cherry didn't die too.
Like, would you rather have that house or be a member at Augusta National?
Have that house. Not close. Not close.
No.
The funny thing is, you're serious. You're serious.
Cowboy Curtis stops by. Are you kidding me?
Brett, you give me a membership at Augusta National.
You'll be homeless.
I will give up the house. My family will have to suffer. I'm like, here's a tent. Wait, no, our in-laws have money. Go live with them.
Brett,
I'm going to Augusta.
You're the tiebreaker, Brett.
Oh, come on, Evan. It's Augusta National.
No,
this is a no-brainer.
Playhouse. Breakfast machine.
I know, but now
there's a Rube Goldberg machine that makes you pancakes.
But would you want
ultimate,
like Pee Wee's?
The ultimate.
What?
Or would you want Mr. Rogers, the best fictional house of the character who lived in that house died in it? Family Matters. Maybe Urkel just whoop.
No,
Urkel died. I'd be devastated.
I mean, the Brady Bunch house is the cool one because they actually, they had the exterior. They always shot it, but obviously the set in Hollywood. But then they rebuilt it with that exterior that they used and tore that house out, gutted it, and rebuilt it.
I don't have an answer for this. Cool. But what is the coolest? What is the coolest fictional house?
Richie Rich, or Blank Check.
Blank Check.
Blank Check. The most ridiculous movie. What was it? Like $100,000 or $1 million? Kids buying houses, boats, jets. Billy Madison had a pretty sweet house.
Billy Madison's house is up there for sure.
I liked his swimming pool. I don't know. Was it a swimming pool or was it just?
Yeah, they had jet skis in it.
The Mr. Deeds house.
Yeah, Mr. Deeds.
It's Mr. Deeds.
But then you have to live in New York.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't want to deal with the winter or the people.
And anybody watching the show, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to jump in if you've got a cool fictional house. Because I can't think of what the Smart House from Disney Channel original movie Smart House.
The Samsonite's house from Dumb and Dumber.
I don't remember
where
this
he blows up the toilet. It's like the really nice house up in the mountains.
No, I don't want like a nice house. I want like a cool, like a Pee Wee's Playhouse, like a fun house,
Brett, you got me with that house. I like the house in Dumb and Dumber because I want to live out west and I want to ski in the winter.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that loves to go out west in the winter. I don't have a use for it that much in the summer. Only reason is because I got hot here. Now I do love the lack of humidity. That's awesome. But I just love the snow, man. And I know one person on this show is headed out on a vacation, and they're not going for the snow. They're going for the green grass and the mountains, and they're going to see the Red Rocks. That's right. I want to see a concert.
That's right, laddie.
And we'll get back to who that person is in a split second, because guess what? I ain't going nowhere. I just got to pay some bills. Let's hear it for our brand new endorser, irmedcenters.com. They have different websites you can go to, but that's the mothership. And it's help with ED. It's help with, and I'm not talking about Ed. You know what I'm talking about. It's also helping with men.
Mr. Ed, the talking horse.
That's it. And testosterone, that's a thing. And also, if you're an ex-athlete and you played the sports, or maybe your joints are just worn the F out, you can actually take some shots, man, with some loaded up blood. That's how professional ball players get back on the field so quick. MarkwellTherapy.com. That's Markwell. He's our man. We love David Markwell. He's with Ridgeline Counseling. He's got a couple of locations. See which one's closest to you, or your best location, Zoom, if you don't want to go in person. But there is a green room if you need to tear up. But the guy will walk you through your issues, and that's probably the most important sponsor we have, only because outside of keeping your shifter hard, I would say, mentally sound. We see enough badness happening out there with people that aren't. Legends, yeah, come on, bourbon whiskey. Circle285.com. I ask you to go to Circle 285. Anybody listening should do it. Check your insurance rates, fill out the information, business, personal. These guys quote companies for 2 years, and they put you with the type of people you should be with, so you're not, covering somebody else's ass that's house burns down every 3 years, or they have to get a new roof, or they wreck cars. OxygenFinancial.com and JoeBees.com. I take 2 capsules every morning. I suggest you do. The bills of the Yeah Come On show have been paid. Also, before moving on.
Oh, by the way, I just found a ton of houses.
Of dead people?
No, they're just movie houses that I'm going to throw at you guys real fast.
Oh, feel free, because we are on the fly, and this comes up because of Priscilla Presley. Again, she loved this house. She didn't take herself out. The girl wanted to live on. But I look at the views, man. They're incredible. If you guys want to pull it up, 6 bedrooms, 7 baths, all the bells and whistles, luxury, fantastic views out each window. Calabasas. That house just went for 46. That's $4,600,000. What do you got, Brett?
Well, first off, the best house, it's not a movie. It would be Bobby Axelrod from Billions, because he has the one on whatever, Montauk or wherever the rich people like Dave Portnoy hang out at. And it's like 60 million, or it's like some record breaking price when he buys it. But Home Alone house.
Oh, Home Alone house. Yeah.
And that's a pretty big house.
Oh my God, dude.
But here's the deal with Home Alone. It's old school. It's 80s. If you even look at the wallpaper, it was all wallpaper, no paint. And it was that of the time. It was that dark, rich reds and greens, and it just wouldn't fly. Everything's gold. You wouldn't want it. It looks nice. I like the half circular driveway. It's a great home. I just think it's severely dated.
Okay, Cameron's dad's house from Ferris Bueller.
With the big driveway, the big rise-up driveway.
Yeah, the elevated car. The house from The Proposal.
The vacation,
like
the
Alaska
vacation house, right?
or something like that.
I do remember that house. That house is sweet. Yeah, I gave you The Proposal. Okay.
There is Parent Trap. Because both those people are like insanely loaded. I think one lives in a vineyard and the other one lives in England in a chalet or something.
Yeah.
I've never been to England.
Are you going Stephanie DeMille or whatever her name is? Are you going 60s Disney Parent Trap?
No, Lindsay Lohan, the true Parent Trap. The only real Parent Trap there is.
Yes,
it is.
It is not the first one. That is a play. That's what Hollywood.
No, that's a remake that's usurped the original. There are a few out there, not many, but a few remakes that have totally surpassed the original. And the Parent Trap is, I think, the example of that.
Oh, really? You think the second one surpassed the first one because he had a cool house out west? All right.
No, I mean, look, house-wise, I don't know. I'm saying movie-wise, in pop culture, I think the Lindsay Lohan version.
Maybe I am leaning towards Pee-wee's Playhouse.
That's right. Thank you. Somebody gets it.
The National Lampoon's Home, the home from Mean Girls.
Wait, the National Lampoon, the Vacation Home or Animal House home?
The one that Clark Griswold puts all the lights on.
I don't want to live in that house.
Oh, no, I don't
because I'm going to get trapped in the attic and then I'm going to wear a bunch of old clothes and cry while watching movies.
But it was a nice house for the time. I put that right there with Home Alone. But what about the house? God, I just had it where Oh, shoot.
Father of the Bride.
Oh, God. Whoa. Okay.
That's a cool house. And man, he has to buy it back at an obscene price. That one killed me. Again, that is a Parent Trap. Not Parent Trap. That is a house just like Home Alone.
I'm going to open up my
Scissorhands.
I'm opening up my wallet and pulling up my nerd card. The Shire, where Frodo Baggins lives in New Zealand, where they have those big circular doors with the handle in the middle. Like, I want to live there, man. I want to hang out with a wizard. I want to eat a bunch of pastries. I want to smoke a bunch of wizard weed.
Here's what I'll tell you about that house. When I saw it, my instincts told me that looks like the coziest home in the world.
It's what I'm saying.
I'll give you.
Too tall for it, but I'd fit. Brett and I would fit.
Yeah, I can't fit, but I'll give you.
If you like Gandalf,
I'll give you cozy.
You can't do Gatsby's house. This is on the list. Great Gatsby's house. It's fictional. Or the Downton Abbey.
I thought we were talking fictional.
Okay, well, yeah, you can't do
I
that.
just
These
said
houses
the
are
Hobbit
all
house.
real.
Like,
dude, swimming pool with the draperies. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Gatsby house.
Oh man,
nice.
if I could die like any fictional person, it would be Gatsby.
Yeah.
It has
what
the
about
Knives
castles?
Out house.
The castles do anything for you guys? You like castles?
Oh yeah,
That'd be Downton Abbey.
Hmm.
You got the Knives Out house, the Crazy Rich Asians house.
Didn't see Crazy Rich Asians.
I saw Crazy Rich Asians. That was an awesome house. That was a great movie. You need to put that on your list.
Sound of Music, the Von Trapp house. Been there.
I wouldn't live there, but it's funny.
Dude, my brother got so pissed at me there. So we get into Salzburg, and it's like the taxi driver from the train station drives us to the hotel, and he goes, "Hey, like, do you know anybody that does tours?" He's like, "I do tours."
Mm-hmm.
We're like, "Okay, be back here in a couple hours." So he drives us around the whole city, and he's got this little card. He can take us anywhere. Like, this was his job. Taxi tours. Guy was awesome. And he spoke great English. So we get to the Von Trapp house. What's the one question you want to ask a tour guide?
I don't know.
Did Hitler stay here? Apparently you don't. You're not supposed to ask that question.
No, dude, because
by the
Germany,
way, Hitler had that really fabulous place up in the mountains where he used to take all his
Eagle's Nest.
I had a friend.
I even thought of that and didn't say it because of who he is. And look at you bringing him up.
I had a friend who, and I'll make this very brief. He went on a date with a girl, and he decided not to see the girl for she made some off-color joke that she was going to go to Germany and bring back a bunch of Nazi stuff. And my buddy was like, "Don't bring up Nazis on a first date." And two, if you're going to get Nazi stuff from anywhere, Germany don't got shit. There's no Nazi stuff in Germany because they booted it all out.
They tore it all down. It's just people that grabbed it and still have it.
Yeah.
I've got a friend that has a helmet, and he's like, "Dude, I can't even put it up on eBay without catching an absolute ton of hell." I'm like, at some point, people need to realize it's history. It's history.
I agree with that to an extent.
That's
sure.
like having a Confederate cannonball, or a uniform. It's history. Okay. Bad things happened. All right. But it doesn't mean it's not worth money. But
what if the Confederate cannonball got Red Rovered? Like, they shot it at the Union and then they were like, "Oh, send it back over." So it's kind of like
I never considered
both sides.
You know what? You bring
hey
up
guys, we only brought like 2 cannonballs. Can you guys shoot a few over first and then we can war?
What if the Confederate uniform was worn by a Yankee spy and he stole plans in that uniform? Hello.
All right, I'm into that. They do like the thing. They like beat up the guards and then swap it. All right, this is certified Hogan's Heroes. It's fine.
It is Hogan's Heroes. I loved it. The best part about that was the intro. And I always liked the dude that came out, and I don't know how he did it, but he both feet and he kind of slid as he was running out the door. If you ever watch the intro, you'll see the 2 feet slide. It's just right up there with Chips when the guy hit shift gears. There's certain scenes of intros that are awesome.
I'd like to appreciate something. I may be the only 30-year-old this year to reference Hogan's Heroes. I might be the only one.
I'll give you that. Brett,
go watch The Fableman.
Brett's the only broadcaster that brought up the Big H. So
that's true.
Yeah, well, you got to ask the Austrian guy when you're at the Von Trapp house. So, I don't know if I'll ever go back there again. And
probably not.
That is not the question you asked. But he did answer me and said he never stayed there. He only partied there.
Okay.
I would party in the Von Trapp house.
Oh, I would too. My God, yeah. House. What a house.
Well, yeah, that's a different conversation of what fictional house you want to party at. But
well, I want to thank Evan for being somewhat well shaved. I want to because I'm not tacky. I don't think the individual will listen or get back. But I'm not bashing on a split level. I just thought it was ludicrous when I saw it and I laughed out loud. And I was sent it by 7 people that were laughing. So I'm like, it is a lot to ask, but you put a lot into it. But
I mean, put it this way, because we know that
I thought about calling you, Brett. Tell mom to sell the home.
Yeah, well, the problem is the neighbors were just selling their home at the same time, and I think it was like a couple $100,000 less.
Yeah, somebody's asking a little too much. Just say it. Not beating up on anybody, and I ain't saying names. I'm better than that, but I will say it's the end of the Yeah Come On show. All I need right now is Brett Barney to finish me off.
Yeah, baby.
All right, Evan, this is your favorite topic. Barbie maker Mattel wants to pay somebody $18,000 a month to do what? $18,000 a month to do what? It's Mattel. They make Barbie, but they also make other things. 18 grand to do what for a month?
For a month.
I think I know.
I'm going to say they want someone to watch the movie for a month straight, and so they can tweet about how awesome it is.
Nope.
They want somebody that looks like Barbie to go around the malls and sell Barbie dolls.
Is that how they is it like the get around way of the writer's strike? Because they can't promote it. Is that what they would do?
Probably.
That's kind of clever, actually.
Nope. They're going to pay somebody $18,000 a month to play Uno.
Why?
I have no idea.
It's 6 feet.
These are only headlines.
Okay. Uno. All right. I've played it a couple times. I'm down.
I played that game a lot in my day.
Right. If you want to quit your job or dump your boyfriend, you can now what? This is a headline that comes around every 6 months.
Pay someone to do it.
Yes, but who?
Interesting.
Oh, you get to pick a celebrity to
yes. Yes.
What celebrity? I have to know.
They're getting bigger into people using cameos to dump their significant others.
That's so funny.
Quit their jobs. A guy used William Hung from what was he? American Idol.
American Idol. Yeah.
She bang. That was him, right?
Yeah, her. Him.
I would get Emmanuel Lewis, get Little Webster to do it because he doesn't even cuss. He'd do it in such a nice way. Or
he's a friendly fella.
He is, or Brad Pitt, who would just fry somebody.
I don't think Brad Pitt's on Cameo. I would do a wrestler because they're all on Cameo, and I would have it do it like I would have him cut a promo.
Why wouldn't an A-lister be on Cameo and have some obscene price? Somebody will pay it.
There's probably a few, but
I say make easy money. It's hard.
There's no way there's an A-lister on Cameo.
I'd be.
I'll do some research, Brett. You carry on.
Okay, I'll fire out.
If I was an A-lister, I'd do it. Why not?
Here's my thought. We'll offer up to people. Steve, you won't even charge the first person that decides they want to dump a significant other or quit their job. Steve will shoot the video for you.
I've done it a lot. I got practice. I'll do it. I'll let somebody off. Trust me.
The people paid to train AI are getting in trouble for what? People paid to train AI are getting in trouble for what?
Talking smutty to them.
They're in trouble with SAG. I don't know. Go ahead.
We all know that's going to happen. Outsourcing their work to AI. It's actually
also the biggest celebrities on Cameo were before he passed away, Gilbert Gottfried and the guy who plays Kevin on The Office.
That's
Brian Baum.
Yeah, that guy. I didn't know how to pronounce his name. So
Gilbert's gonna do. I see, and I just don't know it. I'm like, that get on my nerves. Go ahead.
And Ray Abruzzo from The Sopranos, who Brett, you may have that one coming to you your next birthday.
All right. Final one. Chinese zoo. Let's just talk about this because you guys probably already saw it. Chinese zoo denies its sun bears are what?
Sun bears? Are mammals?
Have you guys seen this?
No.
Are real?
Are humans dressed in costumes?
That's so
It's the Chinese bear that's like standing there and it's waving at people, but it looks like it's a human. It's got
a guy, like a mascot.
It
has.
You haven't seen this.
I just Googled it. Video. Wow, that looks.
They're saying they're real bears, and they're selling out tons of tickets for people to come out to the zoo to see these bears.
Well, you know what, man? Let them have it. We gotta get more people to go into zoos.
Looking at sun bear.
I mean, put it this way: you live in a communist country. The very least you can get is a entertaining bear at the zoo.
It's fake. I can see. You know why? Because it has little feet. Bears don't have little feet. Asians do. Am I wrong?
I don't know that
Look
all
at the tiny
Asians
feet,
do, but-
tiny feet. Like I don't know.
I'm not
been
hearing
that
that
close to a bear.
like that.
Actually, I'm not. That's not true. Because who's the one Asian that's in basketball? He's got a size 15. So
Yao
maybe
Ming.
Yao Ming. Yeah, he's got a big foot. He's awesome. I don't know. I feel like I can go after China. They go after us, but I do enjoy some of their toys and TikTok. Just say.
Yeah, he's got a size 18 shoe. I was thinking, there's
18.
no 7'6" guy wearing a 15.
Nah, 18. That's a big foot. That's a big dude. He could be in, it looks like a tall person.
18. Guys, he wears an 18. Also, I don't think he's playing basketball anymore. He's like
No.
something.
Yeah.
Who's got the biggest shoe ever, and what size is it in the NBA?
Oh man, who does have the biggest shoe?
This is a pretty
Shaq.
easy
Oh,
one.
this was a. It's got to be Shaq, right?
Yep.
Oh,
You wanna-
I feel everyone here has met Shaq, right? Everyone on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That
used to
man
come
is
to our
bigger than
office.
you could possibly conceive. Like you
He's a
think you
huge dude.
can picture a big man, and then you meet. I shook his hand once, and it wrapped around, it like lapped my hand. It was crazy.
I think he can slam flat-footed. I don't even think he has to jump, but what the
Yeah,
hell?
it wouldn't surprise me.
Super nice guy.
Oh yeah, no, he was awesome.
Generous man. I wish I was closer to him. I would have gotten something for my kid.
Size 22 shoe.
Wow,
God, I wonder what his toes look like.
messed up. You
Oh,
can see him on the internet. You don't want to see him,
Damn.
especially as a connoisseur. Not playable.
Nobody has worse toes than Aerosmith's lead singer. Nobody. I didn't want to go after him, Steven Tyler. But it's true. Your toes are horrible. God bless you. God bless everyone. You know what? Hopefully you've enjoyed show 174, the Yeah Come On show. Gentlemen, as we take this up a notch, can I get a yeah come on?
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
come on.